Live from Television Hill, this is WJZ Breaking News.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rick Ritter.
I'm Mary Bubala.
WJZ continues to follow the breaking news from Northeast Baltimore.
A gas explosion injures several firefighters and residents, and WJZ is live on the scene. George Solis with the latest on the still unsettled situation. George?
Guys, suffice it to say that this is still a very active scene here at the Minnesota apartment complex. I'm going to take the time to introduce Fire Chief Roman Clark, who's taking the time here during this very busy scene to give us an update on the condition of the injured firefighters and the residents that were hurt. Chief, thank you again for taking the time. What can you tell us as far as the condition of those injured firefighters?
Well, we had 7 firefighters that were injured. 1 that went into shock trauma, and 6 of them are at the burn center at this time. The 1 in shock trauma is conscious and in stable condition at this time. This is a female firefighter that we had. The other 6 firefighters are at the burn center. They all 6 of them are in fair condition at this time. Currently, we also have been made aware that one of the civilians at the burn center is in critical condition at this time.
Now, for anyone watching, they've been able to see that there is still flame here on scene. What is happening? We understand that BGE has told you it'll take about 2 hours to reach the main before they can shut the gas off.
That is correct, and what you see behind us here is that the fire is still burning from the gas line itself. But however, you can see the discoloration of the smoke that's now coming up. So that means we do have fire inside this complex, but we have to do an exterior operations only because we cannot get inside the building at this time with this gas still burning off. All of the residents that were inside, that were housed at this particular building, fortunately, we're going to be able to shelter and place them in another part of this complex that has been vacant.
Earlier we heard there was a Mayday call. 2 of your firefighters, I understand, were inside when this explosion occurred. What happened there?
That is correct. When the explosion took place, 2 of our firefighters fell to the basement inside this building, and we basically called for a Mayday at that time. They basically were rescued expeditiously and transported into the hospital.
At this time, do you have any timetable? We know it's been about an hour since they told you 2 hours. How long it could be before we actually see this fire knocked out?
Actually, we do not know at this time. We have to wait on BGE to get us this gas line shut off, and that's the most important thing right now.
Earlier, we know it was pretty windy. Has that played a factor at all with the fire, especially with the flames still going?
No, not at all. The weather did not play a factor at all in this particular situation.
Chief, thank you so much for taking the time. We appreciate it. Again, guys, if you just heard, we have a condition on the firefighters. The 1 at shock trauma, in now stable condition. The other 6 firefighters fair. 1 person that was taken from the scene here in critical condition at Bayview Hospital. That's the very latest. We're live in Northeast Baltimore. George Solis reporting for WJZ.